here is the bird feeder with camera. You get everything that you need, and I'll explain each piece as we put it together. So this is the base unit right here, and then with this we're going to talk about the camera. You can actually bend this out a little bit, and then here we have this little slot. It's the rubber that's covering it covers it up to keep the moisture out. Now you have the power button, the reset button if you want to reset it so you can give it away to somebody else, or you mess up and you want to pair it to a different phone. And then also you have a USB-C for the power, and then a micro SD card slot. So we're going to cover this up for now, but one thing I want to show you is you don't have to open this whole thing up. If you just pop this out like so, if you want to power the camera, you can actually just pop this piece out, and then it only opens up the USB port. Now, you don't have to open this up at all, just FYI. What you can do is go in the back, and this is where the solar panel will hook up to, and it works the same way as the other one. You can take this whole thing out, but really all you have to do is just pop out the little piece so it's only exposing the port right here. And you can close that up, and this, again, like I said, is where the solar panel will come into play. Now, going back to the camera, just in case you need to, there is a little knob here. You unscrew that, and you can take the camera out if you want to, but just remember there's some wires in here that it's connected to. But you shouldn't ever have to do that. So let's push this back. There is a covering. You can take this off. I'll take it off once I put it outside. And then there's a camera, infrared, LED light, speaker, and microphone. So all that's right there. Now the top of this piece here is where you pour in the bird seed. You pour all of that in here. It's self-feeding, and it'll come out of here. And it'll just pour out, and as this fills up, it'll stop. And as the birds eat it, then more will come out. Now this little flap, you can use this to cover it up. They say if it's raining, you can cover this up. I will personally never use it just because I'm not going to come back and forth, and I'll just let it feed out. If it rains, it rains. So, but we'll leave this here for now. Here we go. Now, let's start putting some pieces together. So first is the mount. Now, this mount where you're going to put it at the bottom. So right here, there's a hole. And then you would put it in just like this, and then in this bag there is an Allen wrench and a screw that you would put it in. Now there's a couple ways that you can mount this. You can mount it on a pole like so, or you can use the two screws. They have screws and anchors, and you can just slide it into here, screw it, and then you slide it on to hold it into place. But what I'm going to do is use a strap. I'm going to strap it around the tree. So this I'm going to save until the end, so we'll show this a little bit later when we put it outside. So now with this, what we can do is I want to put the base on to this. So you just slide this in. There's two little holes and then the screw. Just put that into place like so. And then you want to take the little knob and put that on. Once we have that in place, we're going to add some other accessories. So here you have the jelly feeder. So you can actually put jelly in here, and then the birds do like that. There's these two little knobs on the side that when you push it down, it holds it into place. So now it's stuck on there, just like so. And then also the other things that you can put on, these are fruit holders. So you just pop these into little holes here. Takes a little effort. And you can put things like apples, grapes, bananas, whatever you want, and you just kind of put them on there and the birds will eat it. There we go. Have that into place. Now the next thing that we're going to do is put the antenna on. So this antenna is for your Wi-Fi, so it connects to your home network, and then you can hook up your phone with the app to it. So you just screw this in clockwise all the way in, and once it stops turning, just make sure you position it up like so. You can keep spinning it a little more if you need to. I'm going to do just one more tight turn, and there you go. So with that next, you can also put the top on. So this right here, like I said, you're going to put this on, and then there's these two little clamps right there that you're going to hook onto here. It closes, and then you can't really see it that well, but hit it just right with the light. It says open right over here. So I'm going to push that on. And then see, open, close, like so. So for the most part, we have everything hooked up. I'm just going to show you one more thing. Now you do have this power cable. You do have to supply your own brick, but say you just want to charge this and you want to plug it back here or on the front of the camera and charge it in the wall, or you could actually plug it into a laptop and a USB. It'll charge either way. If you don't want to wait for the solar power, because that does take a little while, you can just plug it into the wall, charge it up, and you'll be good to go in just a couple hours. So also with this, you have a mount for the solar panel. So I'll show you how to put this together. I'm not going to use it because I'm just going to set this by the tree, but just so you know how to put it together. You have this piece right here, and then with the little pointy things up, it has some bridges. You just want to make sure you line it up with the inside, pop it in, and then put that on, set it down. You take this, screw it on, and then right now this moves. The tighter you make this, then this stiffens up and it doesn't move. And all you have to do is just take the back of this, screw it in, and then you have some screws and anchors, and you put that wherever you need to so you can bolt in your solar panel. Like I said, I'm not going to use this, but you know how to use it. So with that said, we have everything put together. So let's take it outside and finish it up. So once you have it all set up and secured to the tree, you're good to go. Now I just have to take the Allen wrench and the little screw and put it through. So what I want to do is put this through first and then put it on top, and let's screw it on. Just give it a good twist so it's tight, nothing too crazy. Because of where my Wi-Fi is, I had to put the antenna, instead of up, like I said, to the side so it can get better reception. I had to keep it pretty close to my house because I had a tree further out that it didn't work. So it just, your Wi-Fi will vary based upon your router and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. Do a couple tests, some walk-arounds to make sure you have the best area for your wireless so your camera can sync up. So at this point, all you have to do is get the camera set up on the phone. I downloaded the app, set everything up. It's pretty easy. The only thing was you do have to put in your email address and put in a login, which, I mean, since there's a camera, it should be secure, but I just always hate having to log into something else, but that's the way everything is now. So just keep that in mind. You will have to set up a login for this. But once it's set up, it's good to go. It was very, very easy. Took all of under 5 minutes. So now let's take a look at it. And looks like we are good to go. So let's fill her up, put the stuff on there, and let's get going. Good. So as you can see, I've set some stuff up. I put a little jelly in here. I put some apples on the fruit holders. So now I'm actually going to load up the bird seed. I do have the stopper in there for now. I'll take it out once I fill up the bird seed. Open up the little tab, and then see it's self-feeding. It'll come out on its own. Close it up. We'll lock into place like so, and there we go. So now I'll give it a little time, and we'll see if we get any birds. So all you have to do is plug it in the back. And you're good to go. So now I just have to place this somewhere where it'll get some pretty good sunlight. I'm actually going to put it on the ground because I have a very large tree that's covering a lot of the sun. So the best place would be the ground for me right now. So.